James Cameron is back once again. Hello, people. Hope you're all doing well. This is my Avatar Fire and Ash movie review video. If you're new, be sure to subscribe. Also, hit that like button. James Cameron, just to start off, he just continues pushing his filmmaking to the limit in every way imaginable, starting with 2009's Avatar and The Way of Water in 2022. And I know it's been 3 years ago since the last one, and jumping on to this year's Fire and Ash. I was sort of skeptic at the same time with this movie coming out, is because I don't know how better or how stale these kind of stories of Avatar really get. And I know it's starting to get really noticeable for the most of it because it is a follow up to The Way of Water. So it does not take place many years later. It mostly retraces the second movie, but it's split into like at least two parts, which is understandable just to avoid a 6-7 hour runtime cut of Avatar, The Way of Water in general, just per se. But somehow I think splitting the movie was a good idea. But at the same time, I do understand a little dissective problem it's going to have in terms of the plot. But if you are looking for a visual treat for Avatar in general or by James Cameron, you will not be disappointed. He continues to deliberately doing a great job on bringing the Pandora treat to many people's eyes and vision to what they almost dreamed of going back to the world of Pandora. It's like the most escapism that he can ever bring on the big screen, and many people that loves the world of Pandora are gonna come back to these movies and just relive it because it is just beautiful, dynamic, and the build up of the world. He just continues on bringing more Pandora lore to this Avatar franchise, and he doesn't let up no matter how old they get. And I eventually hope he's going to keep expanding more to lores and more possibilities of innovating these sequels. Obviously, there's Avatar 4 and 5 coming out, and it's already in the works of process. And I know it's going to be, I know you're going to be saying, hey, how much can he keep doing these movies and how much stale is it going to get? Well, when it comes to James Cameron, I'd say never bet against him, never doubt him, because he will find a way to impress me to anyone that is looking for a visual treat from this guy. The visuals in this movie is unreal. There's not a lot of words to say. It's going to win simply best visual effects at the Oscars once again. It might have a little sort of competition up ahead in the front runner, but the visuals are just outstanding. Like I said, James Cameron just pushes his filmmaking to the limits and just continuously bring these amazing visuals the way you would possibly imagine. It just delivers every ounce and every scope of the movie, from the seas to the skies to the action. I mean, the action, I could just talk about it right now. It is just also amazing. The fights, the fist hand slaps, the set pieces this movie had, especially with the third act with the skies and the floating piece rocks at the end. It's just amazingly breathtaking to watch. Just James Cameron wall bounce all action with this movie. And The Way of Water, just to compare, it's more action under the sea than anything. And that's mostly the treat of improving the VFX style and direction. Well, Fire and Ash, it's more action packed than anything. If you adore the characters from the previous Avatar movies, then you're going to love Fire and Ash, because I know people, like I said, have been sort of complaining on the runtime. Not just that, but the retraces of the second one and similarity to the first two parts of Avatar. The characterizations for these characters just keep on growing, and they're fun to root for, even if you don't like them or not. The Nuke people in this movie are the Ash people that are filled with anger and rage, led by Varang. And just to talk about this character, she rips astoundingly awesome and amazingly awesome to feast on. I think she was the MVP of this movie. She's played by Uno Chaplin, which I think she did a fantastic job portraying this character. Same goes to the cast of the movie. The performances were astoundingly great. And sure, I know there's a few rough bugs, patches. The dialogue script just isn't seem to be the best, and some parts of it is really weird as it goes, especially how they made this movie a little more mature in terms of like sexual tension, I would say, because I don't want to just like bring up more details to this, but that's what's going to feel like as you go to this movie. And does involve Orang and Quaritch, so you'll see their characterization grow as time goes, but the characters are just amazingly continue to press on shine. The runtime, of course, doesn't even bother me for the slightest because I love seeing every character get their moments, and they just continue to put up a lot of impressions. And before I do forget, you gotta see Avatar not only just on a big screen, but a premium large format screen in any given format. IMAX 3D, 3D. And there's one of those formats I got to see this movie last night as I record this video. I saw this not just in 3D, but an amazing format. High frame rate 3D. It is a special format that is shot in 48 frames per second and selective scenes of the sequences of this movie, and it just feels like a video game on a big screen, the way how the frames operate, and it's just gorgeously awesome. It's smooth as hell, and man, it just rips with this format. I saw that format in the same way as The Way of Water 3 years ago, and I would suggest IMAX 3D and 3D, just any big premium screen. But if you have a chance and if your local AMC, Regal, or any franchise presents high frame rate 3D or any high frame rate at least, go see that. It's just me, in my opinion, but high frame rate is a killer premium screen to watch Avatar. And it's just like watching a video game. And I think it would really impresses to many people. Avatar Fire and Ash is one of my favorite blockbusters of the year, in top three easily. James Cameron just continues on delivering the galore CGI fest of Pandora on the big screen in every imaginable way he has done, and I can't wait to see what he does 4 and 5 with this installments. Varang and the Ash people are amazing, and especially Varang itself. The characters in this movie are still well written. The runtime is still fine. It doesn't feel like a drag to me at all, and it just passes by easily from the first hour. It just gets straight to the awesome stuff and action. So it really just doesn't take away my experience, in my opinion. The visual effects and action sequence are just still breathtaking, and it continues on bringing new set pieces. It just delivers in every ounce if you're looking for an action spec movie like Avatar. Just an amazing experience to why we go to the movies and just experience these spectacles. Premium formats are the best way to see this movie. And again, if you have a local theater that presents high frame rate 3D or any high frame rate format, just go watch it and you will be impressed. The premium formats are just unreal with Avatar in general. I'll be giving Avatar Fire and Ash a solid 9.5 out of 10 and 4.5 stars. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on what do you think of Avatar Fire and Ash if you've seen the movie. And until then, guys, I will see you all in the next video. Peace. I'm out.